And we're back in the game with some more Medieval 2 Total War, playing as the Byzantines, where we're getting low on funds, but we have a lot of work to do. We've got our diplomat down here. We've got this General Imbert going after the Milanese forces here. We've finally made it to Venice and are trying to take out one of our most persistent enemies since the start of the campaign. I believe this is the only Venetian settlement left. We've got a full stack under the faction heir, Councillor Martino, who's recruited a bunch of mercenaries, who's going to be coming up behind us and attacking us, but we're a lot more mobile than they are. Combined, they do have 5 cavalry units, so we may have to fight a rather major battle outside of Venice. But if we do win, then we take out a faction and we gain a very large city. 32,000 was it? Yes, almost. It is going down slightly. But in the meantime, I think we need to get rid of the Sicilian army outside of Ragusa. We can't wait on these forces to punch through and help us. So let's find out what's in the enemy army. 2 units of chivalric knights. They're going to be tough, but we can do this. Because we have horse archers. We may not be the best horse archer faction in the game. That would probably be the Mongols or the Turks. But we can put up a pretty good show. Alright. We're going to place you up here so you can activate the towers. We've got 2 units of archers that we don't yet need outside. That tower's active. We hopefully won't ever need these units in the actual battle. Right. It's these ones that are going to be doing all of the work. It's a very misty morning, or lunchtime, evening, afternoon, sometime during the day. So they've dropped their siege equipment and they're coming out to play. So they had 1 unit of archers. It's those. They were peasant archers or Muslims. I'm not sure if you can actually tell. Peasant archers, you can now see them. Dismounted Norman knights, and they've got their cavalry in the back. Right. Here comes our general. You might need to pull back. You should probably have better range than the enemy. Or at least I would hope they do. They're going to send their Norman knights chasing after us, are they? I suppose they could place them in front of their archers. These are going to soak up a lot of arrow fire before they start dying. Right, we've got chivalric knights coming for us. That's not their general. He's sitting back here. But we are definitely going to target him. They have 80 men in their cavalry units. It's rather a lot for a bunch of knights. But we are getting kills on them already. We've killed off 20 of their Norman knights. They've got their backs to us, which is never good. Don't turn your back on a mounted man with a bow in his hand. Oh yes, see those chivalric knights are dying pretty quick as well, because they also have their backs turned. We need to get a unit around on the flanks. Where we can hit the enemy from multiple points. It's always good. Keep them distracted by a couple of units in front. Now we can target their actual general. Okay, we've broken their peasants. Yeah, let's target their general. We can always chase those peasant archers down later on. If they're still on the battlefield, charge them when we run out of ammunition. Although it looks like they've come back into the fight. Right. That unit's almost down to half strength. And same for the Norman Knights. I feel as if we've turned a corner in this campaign. I know we have a few settlements under siege and a couple that we've lost. But it's feeling like it's starting to go in our favour. Finally. This one's lasted a lot longer than my England campaign has. Who are you being chased down by? The Norman Knights. Right. And we've got these units. You should be firing. They're trying to get into my settlement, are they? They're going to get hit by the towers. And our peasant archers. And our Trebizond archers. See how they like that. And we're cutting down their general's unit as well. Let's keep hitting them from the rear. Although we can actually sandwich that unit. Right, you need to come back out. Same with you. You're not doing any good back in the settlement. Got quite a few men still left in that unit. We've only lost 5%, so we're doing pretty well. Now, you need to stay back in the settlement. Did you come down off the wall? You did. Back up there. Should have put you on guard mode. It's okay. Still got a lot of ammunition left. Not worried about that. They're just sitting there getting shot. That's fine by me. Go and shoot their Norman Knights, even if it is from the front. Their general will die at some point. They'll get a morale hit for that. That unit's down to 2 men. They look like they want to charge. They just don't know who to go after. And we can speed it up, I think. General's down to 6 men. And he's about to die. There he goes. Bye bye. Right. And you can shoot them. You've used up almost all of your ammunition. You have used up all of your ammunition. Go and chase them. Same with you. Continue.
Our enemy has lost his stomach to fight. We must push our advantage.
Don't worry, we will. We're definitely pushing it. We don't want any friendly fire though. You can stop firing. You've used all of your ammunition. We've got 6% losses.
This is a great victory, worthy of
Right.
only the mighty.
Heroic victory. Right. And that balance of power showed it was definitely in the favour of the Sicilians. But we took them down rather easily. So we're now free again to recruit some more troops out there, and we're going to get some roads. And that's good because this is a very long province. Right, we'll just grab some of the cheapest archers. And we're not yet ready to push out here, but we do have this general Dragonos Komnenos heading for the Polish capital. And there is, I believe, one more settlement that we need to take care of, Smyrna. I don't know how well we're going to do here. It's our first time fighting the Turks. We need to get rid of the Sipahi Lancers. We can send out our cavalry against them. Use our infantry as a holding force. These are only basic units that they have in any case.
God will help the faithful prevail. We attack!
Alright. We do have walls, or we should. Let's get our mercenary archers, who are Armenians, up on the wall. You can get ready to move out. I suppose we could actually, well, if we put you on the wall to activate the tower, at some point we'll have to get you off the wall. That'll just take up time. See if we can actually get our cavalry to line up where we need them. Looks like they don't want to. Let's try our general. General work there. Okay, let's try over here as well. Yeah, there you go. So they are within range of our archers, at least for a short time. A fairly flat map. It's like a hill right on the edge of the... No, we can actually get up there, can't we? It looks like there's a road going up there. So, what have they done with their cavalry? Put them over there. Those are spearmen. I don't want to mess with them. Not with militia cavalry. They are still within range of our archers, apparently. Yeah, they're taking losses. Let's get our cavalry over here. Even their lancers took a couple of hits. Right. Come on, General. Let's see what you can do against these Sipahis. They are classed as heavy cavalry. However, we are hitting them from the flanks. Let's take a close-up of them. There we go. They did take some losses. They have their secondary weapon out. Sword.
It is unwise to pray the day before sunset.
We're doing well.
And forging a worthy victory.
Now we have these in our Empire Total War campaign. We just haven't recruited any. And also in our Napoleon Total War game. I believe we saw some Sipahi lancers. Surprisingly, they haven't committed their infantry to helping out their general. He's just sitting back here taking casualties. While our archer continues to shoot at their spearmen. In that case, let's bring these units out as well, as they can tie up the enemy's infantry while we hit them in the flank and the rear. They are now wavering. These militia cavalry have done quite well, probably because they had the support of a general. Normally they don't do very well and rout pretty quickly. How are you doing? Target that unit. Spear militia and tan militia.
Our men have slain the Saracen general. Now we must send his men running back to the desert.
Now it looks like they want to come and mess with us. Right, run away. Let them chase after us. And let's come in and give them some rear charges. We're fighting those Azabs, which are a militia unit, I think. Okay, we got routing units. Stop firing. Let the cavalry do all the work now. They can get all the glory. We didn't get any chevrons yet on these units. There, just got one. There's a lot of units to capture, so I expect you may get some more. You're chasing somebody down, aren't you? It's quite a big group. We send you over after them. And all of those are dead. These chevrons will help out our units later on. And I think we can retrain these in Smyrna as well. You're winded. You didn't get any chevrons, but did pretty well. And we'll speed it up. Yeah, looks like you're having trouble actually engaging the unit. Come on, you can do it. There, we got a chevron on that unit. Even our general seems to have bugged out. He only picked up one chevron as well. Ah, they still had a cavalryman left. Who's just run right past our spearman. We're probably not going to catch him. He may get killed by a tower. Let's end the battle. He can go back to his leader and report this defeat. There it is. So we're rather lucky that the Turks have not sent any good troops against us at the moment. I'm actually going to ransom them. They turned it down. That's their loss. They do have a larger force here under a family member, and they got some tough cavalry units there. So we need to actually beef up our forces. Yeah, it's going to be one more turn. How far can they get? It's going to take them at least 2 turns. What will we pull you out? Any good mercenaries? So upkeep, 180. Right, it's basically all that we can afford. And I'm going to risk it for a biscuit and put that in. Right. They've pulled out their forces from Nicaea, haven't they? What can we do in Constantinople? We can't recruit anyone. We're going to... What's the best way to come around here? It's going to take 3 turns from there. I'm going to have to drop the taxes just a smidge. Let's check on... Actually, I know where our diplomats are. One's in Anatolia. Let's offer them peace again. They're not going for it, which I rather expected. Right. So, not recruiting anyone there. They're going after them. We've got you heading into there. And we've got Kiev under siege, but it only has 2 units. So we're probably going to auto-resolve that down in the next turn. Right. Now let's see what happens at Venice. Yep, we've been attacked in the rear. And we're heavily outnumbered. Almost 2,900. See what they got. They didn't pick up another mercenary unit. They've got 3 catapults. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shock cav units that we can perhaps dedicate to getting around and taking them out. Right. But we do need to focus down on these 3 units. But that is going to happen in the very next episode. Let's just take a look at what Doge Benasuto the Mad has. We shall cure him of his madness by killing him. Those pike militia could be dangerous if we run into them. And of course, they have a lot of crossbowmen, which are going to destroy any of our cavalry that they hit. So we also need to be taking them out. And as we're on a bridge battle, their forces may come in pretty quick. So, we shall see you in the next episode. Until then, take care.